Hey, hi. I'm Mona. This is Chit. I'm all sweating because I was working out there. It's almost going to be 2 for our midday walk, but since we got home from our first walk, I decided, you know what? Let me go ahead and switch out those plugs for the trailer to the car because I had went and I bought the pieces, right? Because I looked up online and it looked easy enough. Now I redid it and it seems like the connections are okay because both backlights are working, but only 3 lights from the lights are working. Even though they still work and I could probably, still use it for whatever, I don't I don't feel comfortable with that because I don't know, maybe it's not enough or something. I don't know. So fortunately, I found a place in Refugio town, and there's a repair shop there because when I looked it up online, it said it could either, if you connect it and it's still not, all the lights are not coming on, it could be a fuse, or it could be there's corrosion by the plugs of the back lights. Now, the back lights are like really, I mean, there's like some sort of plastic rubber around the lights, probably to protect from, the elements and all that. And if I were to take it off myself, I would need that stuff to put around there again after. And the corrosion part, it's like, oh man, I don't, I don't want to do all that. That's too much. So, and plus, what if I take it apart and then I screw it all up? You know what I mean? Because I know how to do the plug part. It's just the other parts, it's like, darn. So, and yeah, when I pulled off the old plugs, things were just like unconnected and just messed up under there. So yeah, that was one thing I totally needed to do. But as for taking off the lights and cleaning off that corrosion and then putting it back on securely with that rubber gasket, whatever seal, whatever they have, I don't have all that and I don't want to mess with that. So at least I got the backlights working at a minimal, like I could still put the brakes, I could still go left, I could still right, I can do hazards and all that stuff. But for 3 little lights to be lighting up, I feel like, meh, I don't like that. So next week, on Tuesday, I'm going to call them up and ask them, can I bring my trailer by and see if they can, check out the problems there. It can't be more than $1,000 to have that fixed. Maybe a couple hundred, but I'm going to take it down there and then I will leave it there because, it can be locked up, whatever. And I don't know, they might need to go inside, but I don't see how because I went inside to check it and I don't see how they can get behind, the wall, the wood and all that stuff, because I didn't put anything over it. I never put any, what do you call it? Like, how when people fix up the trailer and they cover all that wood, I didn't cover anything. It's still like at the bare bones. So hopefully, I don't know how they would check it that way, but I think what the problem is there might be corrosion under there, because I remember like when I was going around the United States a couple times, like the corrosion on the car battery really built up. So who's to say that the trailer doesn't have corrosion on there too and it needs to be cleaned up? So yeah, I'm gonna probably take it by there next week, or well, no, I'm gonna call first because it seems like they're real busy, and I'm gonna call there and then I will leave it over there with them. There's really nothing in that trailer that anybody wants. There's nothing worth stealing. It's just a bed and some random stuff for camping. All the major stuff is in my shed in the back here, which I'll probably maybe I'll just empty out the trailer little by little and put everything into the somebody's doing their lawn out there and I have the door open because the dogs, I think you guys can hear me okay. But anyways, I'm gonna take the trailer by there and I'm gonna see, if they can check it out, because I don't plan on going anywhere for the next 2 weeks. So even if they keep it there a week, it's okay. And we'll just see, and they can just kind of do it little by little when they have time. I don't mind. But I think that's what we'll do. That's what I'm going to do. and we'll take the trailer there, and they can, you know, figure it out, you know. But yeah, I mean, I did a good job on connecting. But yeah, I don't want to mess with the corrosion part, taking apart the light. That is too much of a mess, and I don't want to screw it up. You know what I mean? Because even if they do find that I may have not done the connection right or whatever, then they can fix that there too. I left the wiring long. I didn't like cut off wiring. I left it there long in case of a mistake. You know what I'm saying? But we'll have to see. I hope they can fix it. That's what I want. I hope they can fix it, you know. I mean, I paid $5,000 for the trailer. It can't cost that much to fix the lighting, really. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's all I have for Chit Chat. I'm real proud of switching those out myself, though. I can, you know what? I can do anything. I got YouTube, right? Anybody can do anything on YouTube. As long as you want to sit out there, and you got to be patient, though. You can't be all, you know, you have to just kind of, okay, this is next, that's next. And then you can do it. Anybody can do it. I love YouTube. Anyhow, that's what I wanted to talk about here. I came inside, and I had some coffee there because I kind of didn't get a chance to drink my coffee. So I'm just having a cup of coffee, and then we're going to... Oh, another thing is Brian broke the table. This table. He broke off the leg over there because when I was out there working, I guess he got wound around the table leg, and somebody came up and was like, do you need help? Are you okay? Hold on. Okay. I seen the guy come up who was talking to me earlier when he saw me out there trying to fix the trailer thing. I mean, I figured that out myself. Easy. But I was telling him, there's still a problem. And he said, and he went back there with me to look at it. And he's like, oh yeah, I have some friends. Okay. But you know what? I don't know about that. Because look, if he does help me, and then it works for a little bit, and then it kind of gets messed up, or something gets ruined on there, I don't want to be mad at anybody in the neighborhood. I already don't like the leaders of this neighborhood. But I don't want to be mad at, you know, too many people for choosing, you know, because a lot of people here, they just do random stuff in their yards and whatever. But I'd rather go to somewhere where if they do fix it, there is, I mean, I don't know if there is, I could find out. There is a sense of like warranty, you know, like if they fix it and it stops working after a week or two, I'm sure that they'll say, okay, bring it back. We're going to look it over again. You know what I mean? You know, like that. So I don't know, you guys. But this is Chit Chat. I'm Mona, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.